Allow me to introduce myself. Again. Allow me to introduce myself. That line sounds like confidence. It sounds like presence. It sounds like someone stepping into who they are. But listen again. Introduction only exists where something is not known. You don't introduce what is already fully recognized. You introduce what appears separate. So right there, in that one sentence, there is already a split. A speaker and an audience. A self and an other. And something in between that needs to be explained. My name is Hov. H to the O-V. Different sounds, same reference. But it keeps needing to be said. Why? Because what is being pointed to isn't stable. If it were, it wouldn't need repetition. It wouldn't need reinforcement. It wouldn't need witnesses. So the introduction isn't power, it's maintenance. And the crowd? They complete the loop. GOAT. Overrated. Top 5. Not even top 10. Look closely. Nobody is talking about him. They are talking about their version of him. Each comment is another introduction. Each mind is saying, let me define what this is. Now there are hundreds of identities built around one appearance. Which one is real? The one on stage? Or the ones in the minds watching? Because the one on stage says, allow me to introduce myself. And the audience answers back, no, let me introduce you. And just like that, identity fractures. It multiplies. It becomes unstable. Because anything that depends on perception cannot be singular. It cannot be fixed. It cannot be true in any lasting sense. So now the deeper question shows up. What is being introduced? A name? A sound? A memory? A role? Because Hov is a word, a symbol, a pointer, but it is not a self. It refers, but it is not the thing itself. And without the word, what remains? Silence doesn't need introduction. Presence doesn't need explanation. Being doesn't need a name. So who is the introduction for? Not for what you are, but for what you believe yourself to be. A constructed identity, held together by repetition, and confirmed by others. Because if no one echoed it back, how long would it last? If no one agreed, who would you be? If no one recognized the name, what would be left to introduce? This is why it keeps happening. Over and over. Reintroduction. Rebranding. Reinvention. Because what is being presented is never fully secure. So it has to be said again, and again, and again. But here's where it opens up. If what you are requires constant introduction, then what you are is not constant. And if it is not constant, it is not real in the way you think it is. So now the question isn't, who am I? That question already assumes there is someone to find. The real question is quieter. What is here, before the introduction? Before the name? Before the label? Before the need to be recognized? Because whatever that is, does not come and go. It does not change with opinion. It does not rise and fall with perception. It does not need to be announced. It does not need to be defended. It does not need to be reintroduced. So maybe the most honest part of that line isn't the introduction itself. It's the fact that it has to happen at all, because it quietly reveals something most people never question. There is no fixed self to introduce, only a story being told again.